G'day, Steve Bandy here, back for another episode of Eagle Review. Tom Roach somehow escaped the axe and he's back for another week. How you going?
Yeah, going well, mate. Copped a little bit of flack from last week, but I'm back and, hopefully I can last the rest of the season.
Understandable flack. Let's just kick off the show. Andrew Gough, he is re-signed for another 2 years, taking him to the end of 2014. 19-year-old, he's played 17 games in his debut year. Glad to have him.
Yeah, mate, we're wrapped to have him here at the Eagles. And look, he's from the Carey Footy Factory out at Carey Grammar. That's where I'm from. Probably didn't do such a good job, but look, the Victorian clubs can keep their hands off for the next few years, and that's great.
Speaking of which, the issue of homesickness did come up. This is what John Worsfold had to say.
No, I don't know where it's been talked about because all our communication with Andrew is that he hasn't been too homesick. Obviously, he has a very strong family support network, but there's never been any issue with him feeling as though he's been homesick or anything like that.
Gee, the Bulldogs would have just been thinking, here we go again. Josh Kennedy, 5 goals in the first half. No pre-season. Roachy, he was just unstoppable, mate.
Oh, look, he was Stumper, and everyone was saying he was underdone. Well, if that's underdone, he would have probably kicked 12 otherwise. So, yeah, great game from Joshy, and we're hoping that he can reproduce this week.
Speaking of goals, Mackenzie has not kicked one yet in the AFL season. Came desperately close to having a shot on the weekend. He had a tackle on the forward line, wasn't quite paid. Let's go to him now.
Pretty disappointed on the weekend. Thought I was going to get my first shot on goal. Tackled Markovic down in the forward pocket after Joshy palmed him off to me. So let's see if we can slot my first goal in AFL footy.
All right, now there were plenty of players that had great games on the weekend. You got Matty Rosa on a wing for 31.
Yeah, and Pritter had 33.
Yeah.
Coxie, 16 touches, 2 goals.
Yeah, whatever, mate. But the point I'm making is, I don't want to single anyone out, but I will this time. Nick Nat's rucking on the weekend. It was unbelievable. Not only is he winning first tap, but now he's so athletic and he's just so skillful with his hands. He's blocking the other ruckman's taps. He's just NBA shot blocking everyone. It's unbelievable.
Look, you're talking a bit of rubbish there, Thumper. I haven't seen too many NBA stars be able to kick a goal like this.
Yeah, that was truly unbelievable. The fact it wasn't nominated for goal of the week, didn't make the top 3.
Yeah,
unlucky. Bit of a noodle scratcher, that one.
Very unlucky. His agility in that was unbelievable.
Yeah. Moving right along, we've got a training session happening at 2:30, 10 minutes before bounce down, out on Kitchener Park. Who's taking this, Roachy?
We are, Thumper.
Damn right we are.
Look, we've got anyone sitting in the first 10 rows. We've got to sharpen their reflexes.
Get the hands ready.
Get the hands ready. You saw the Falcon back of a few weeks ago against St Kilda. Yeah, we've got to get the hands ready.
Just want to make sure it doesn't happen again to one of our beloved supporters.
That's right.
Almost had goal of the year, mate. In round 1, could you believe?
Unbelievable, especially from a backman.
Yeah, and almost a car. Let's find out his thoughts. Here's Will Schofield.
So I got the ball inside our back 50 and I thought, well, there's a bit of space. Thought I'd run. Screamed at Gaffy to block, and yeah, I was 150 from goal and I wanted to kick a goal. So tried to kick a goal, that's all that was in my head. Goal! Yeah, I wanted a car. Of course I wanted a car.
All right, Roachy, it's M&M time. I'm going to give you my magic moment from the weekend. There were a truckload of chases and rundowns from every player, from small to big. Dean Cox is in the forward 50. Truly inspirational to me. Shed a tear.
Yeah, well, it's great to see the big men do that.
What do you got?
My magic moment was Schofield kicking the ball out to himself. Now, usually you kick the ball up, you kick it about 1 metre and you mark it Scoey. Not a great effort.
Meant to be a serious moment there, Tom, but never mind, moving on. We're going to go to the teams for this Saturday at 2:40, bounce down against the Demons. Give me the teams, Roachy.
Pretty easy.
Yep.
No change at all.
They have not changed a whisker, and why would you, coming off a performance like that? Look, a lot of people think this might be a walkover game against the Demons. They got belted in round 1 against Brisbane, played pretty ordinary, but mate, they'll come out fired up this week.
You'd think they would. They've had a fair bit of stuff go down over the last week. There's only one thing the players can do, that's come out and play some hard footy, and I'd say that's what they'll do. So we've got to be on our game.
Well said, mate. I want your match winner for the weekend. Who's going to make the difference for our side?
Well, you might have noticed last week, Andrew Embley came on just before, I might have been actually at 3/4 time, and he was dominant in the last quarter. He kicked a goal, I think he had 10 touches. I reckon he'll get a start this week, and I think we might see Andrew drift forward and kick a couple of goals.
Yeah, that brings us to the end of the show. Just before we sign off, we want to wish our forwards some well wishes.
Yeah. Jeffy Darling.
Jeff Darling, hoping he has a great game.
Yeah,
bit of a merchandising blunder there.
Yeah, a bit of a stuff up. Not sure who from, so yeah, they've just got to get that right. It's Jack Darling.
That'll be the end of Eagle Review for a couple of weeks. Hope you've enjoyed the show. We hope to see you soon.